Yo, what's up? Yours truly. We're back, live and direct, ready to get it in once again. What's up with you? Y'all ready to ride? Let's ride. Now, this is finna get crazy. All right? Because a lot of y'all didn't know a lot of the things that was being revealed. A lot of people been getting exposed this week. So a lot of people better hold their head because this exposure is going on big time. Big time. That's right. A lot of people being exposed. So hit the like button. Don't forget to come in hitting that like button as soon as you come in, slapping that like button down hard as you can. Like slap, slap. Get this thing cracking, Captain. Because this is rather unique. And it's been quite difficult to deal with. In human existence, I've never really seen a week like this, where it's just like everybody got together and decided, you know what? Let's just start some ruckus. Let's start a whole mess. Um, I don't know if he's top 15 all the time, but he's definitely up there. Now, for those who don't know, Keke Palmer has been a child actor in this game for a very long time, people. And being in this business, being in this game, it comes with its perks, it comes with its failures, it comes with everything you wouldn't even believe. But what comes along with that is a lot of red tape. It comes with a lot of detractions. It comes with a lot of nonsense. Now, one thing I've noticed in my lifetime is that one, they're not going to send a notification for this. Two, there's a lot of things that have happened that people um, that didn't see or didn't notice what was going on. It's a lot of, let me see. It was, it was, there were a lot of things going on that people really didn't realize, and it's being exposed right now. And some of it shouldn't be revealed. A lot of it, is just basic. It is what it is kind of things, and it's been a growing problem that you've seen developing over time. Now, one thing that you've seen that has developed over time and continually went through the scenarios that they did was you started to see foolish behavior. You started to see activities that just didn't make any sense. Um, for instance, Keke Palmer and her previous relationships have suffered dramatically. And you said, well, man, well, what happened? Like, how did it suffer? Where, like, I don't get it. Well, then you start to piece it all together and say, oh, I understand now what they're doing. Keke Palmer's situation got out of hand early because her and Chris Brown used to be friends. And then she fell out with Chris Brown, believing that Chris Brown was trying to set her up to be assaulted. Right. and felt like she was drugged and all kind of stuff. And they was like, this chick is crazy. Like we would have never done anything like that to her. And word around town is that she's been with a lot of people. Like, oh, Kiki, she just been around with men, women, etc. She just gets around. So a lot of these guys start to believe this notion about her, that she's just out there based on what kind of role she played in a movie or etc. And then people start saying, well, she was, a Disney girl, or so her mind's warped. So they start going right after her. Right now, she's from Chicago. She's from out here, in the burbs. Now, you've often had situations where her mom, who was right by her side the whole time, if something was going on, her mom would have probably said something or gotten involved. But it seems like the mom kind of kept their distance in the situation, more than anybody you could ever imagine. Now, Darius, how they even met, all of this, I couldn't even tell you where they met. But all I could tell you is that this problem has been growing for so long, and it has been bad, seems like from the start. Now that you're starting to see all of this come out. Now, from the jump, everyone is like, oh my God, they're so cute together. Women, men, we can care less about stuff like that. And then she was showcasing her baby and all of these different things. Now, there was a long history of like when she filmed the movie with Jennifer Lopez, that she had gone completely lesbian, based on things she said in an interview. So to see her with this guy all of a sudden was like, whoa, she's with a guy. She's just popped up and she's having a baby. That's a shock. So now her and her boyfriend are having this baby. You're starting to see a lot more of him. Before you didn't. That's another telltale sign. Now, as the telltale sign happens, Keke Palmer, right, is really exposing or bringing out this Darius Jackson who we don't know to the world. Now he's the father of her child. So they're together, they're taking pictures. He's on a red carpet with her. This is when this is going to turn into something else. This is when it all turns into something else. Now, everyone around is sitting there going, wow, that's wonderful. They're doing their thing, they're blowing up, more power to her. You know how they do. Oh, there you go. Independent woman doing her thing. This was what they want to support. Now, the whole time, nobody really know nothing about this guy. And the fact is, Darius has a history, allegedly, of being abusive. He's controlling, manipulative, deception, all of these things about him and his personality that we never knew about, that Kiki was hiding allegedly from the public. Now, his brother gets involved after Kiki has never said one word publicly. She went to court to get a restraining order against him, and she stated that he has become unstable, even in the separation, threatening her, putting her down, and saying these different things to her. And the fact that she's doing all of this, these acts that was being done, this guy has not even denied doing them. What's up, KB? You had a busy day today, buddy. You've been somewhere everywhere. Shouts out to KB coming through. Every time I look up, you lie. I swear that's the hardest working man on YouTube now. They've been trying to shut me down. We over here fighting every day. Oh man. Yeah. So after that, she goes to court. That's the only time somebody heard something from Kiki. She goes to court, and in the court filings, she's telling people that this guy has been abusive and a lot of things in the restraining order. This gets her brother, well, his brother, and his brother is livid over this whole thing that's been going on. So the brother gets involved and started calling her out, Keke Palmer, and was saying she's the most manipulative person he's ever encountered in his life. She effed almost everybody. Y'all will see. I'm just sending positive energy to the baby. Any child in the middle of something like this does not deserve it at all. Wow, this is so damn sad. And Serranis, and then that's when the mama got involved, when Serranis got involved, the brother. So the mama came out screaming and yelling, telling him, Serranis, where was you at when I told you your brother was out there whooping on a woman? Where were you at? Why are you letting your brother, a man, do that? And you said, man, I used to do the same thing with my girl. So you was okay with that. Now, according to the mom, that's what she said to him. Now, this guy is one of these Al B. Shore, and the mama was breaking it down. Your mama's boy. You've been spoiled your whole life. Been up under your mama your whole life, and all you know how to do is go out there and abuse women. That's what the mama said. And he ain't had no response to any of it. He ain't denied. He ain't say nothing. And that's on the audio. He thought the audio that he released was going to vindicate him in some way. All it did was show a mama that was willing to put you in the dirt for putting your hands on her daughter. That's what it exposed. He said it's the editor. Shoot, you must be paying that editor $5 million, boy. That editor is hard at work. Jose said I always had a crush on her. Oh, Jose, don't do it. Don't do it. Jose be, man, this woman crazy. This woman is crazy. Now, here's the situation that's unfolding now. He's finna try to get custody of his son because he feel they trying to take his son from him. So that's why this thing is turning into a whole nother direction. Now, as far as the Usher thing, a lot of people want to know about Usher. Like, dude, what about Usher? Usher being gay and all that. Usher been bisexual. I mean, like we've known that. Like, remember the Tasty Killers? With anybody who come up with the name the Tasty Killers? Told you these dudes from the shy. I told y'all they was rappers and they was like trying to get him to get on. They was rapping for him and they ran into him. Like he gonna get them on the label. And he was like, man, you think of a name for our group. And Usher was like, y'all should be the Tasty Killers. Tasty Killers? That The Tasty Killers. I said, man, that don't make any type of sense. Who gonna call themselves the Tasty Killers? That right there told me everything I needed to know about him. The Tasty Killer. Now, he could have been sarcastic. I wasn't there when he said it, so but yeah, the Tasty Killers. Yeah, y'all remember that. That was how many years ago we did that? How many years? We did that about that was like 2016, 2017. I've been told you the Tasty Killer story. So that told you all you needed to know about Usher, right there to there. Now, she's trying to go to court to get the kid away from him because she said you've been physically abusing and verbally abusing my daughter and putting her down to try to keep her from going out. And I always said that he was making such a big issue about the Usher situation when she was like, Usher's gay and all this. So the mom had to come out and correct that because she put Usher on blast. And the guy recorded her. Now, in the state of California, it's supposed to be illegal to record somebody and without their consent and all this stuff. So he might be, going to jail sometimes a little bit soon. So I'm just letting y'all know, prepare for old Darius to get the cuff slapped on him. Now, absolutely. Absolutely. Hmm. Because here it is. Keke Palmer and this psycho man that she's with, he was unhinged. He was a hookup. Okay. This wasn't no boyfriend. This was the hookup, and because she was going on a whole like lesbian thing for a while, and it was opening a whole lot of doors for her with her LGBT thing she was on that kick. And then she was pretending to be like that. And it was getting to open up all those doors and movie roles for her. It was revitalizing her career. And then she got up with this booty call guy that she had on the side and got knocked up. Now he's got to be the real deal. Like we a couple and we gonna ride that wave. Except for this dude didn't know he was a pawn and she didn't know how crazy this man really was because he's not really Hollywood. He don't understand the business. He don't understand any of that. All he know is you get out of line, foot in your ass. That's all he knows. So, in his opinion, that's all that mattered. You got out of line. You went outside. She like, what? Yeah, you went outside. Can't go outside. Look at him. Look at that dude. Do that dude look normal to you? That looked like a picture they showing when they was like, and then this man she was with went crazy. He released the audio, and the audio made him sound more guilty than anything else in the world. The audio is crazy, dog. It made him sound even more crazy, even though he just talking. He's jealous over her getting a dance live on BET from another man. That's another man. You my woman. How dare him serenade you when he know you with me? It's like, huh? That was so minute. And they was like, look at the outfit she had on, and he doing all this and that. She's out. I've seen worse in Hollywood. Way worse. But I'm like, what? He never said nothing about Usher. The mom said that about Usher, that Usher was bisexual. Usher lived at Diddy's house. He was raised basically by Diddy. His parents turned him over at 13 years old to live with Diddy. So he saw a lot in that household. Bruh, you don't control your woman, okay? If your woman gonna do something like that, she must feel she can do something like that. She pay the bills. She bring the money in the house. What do you do for a living? Do you pay the lights? Do you pay water? What do you do? So if you ain't doing your job as a man, carrying your weight, you just being a grown child that she taking care of. You the babysitter. She paying you to be the babysitter of y'all son. Then you ain't in no position to tell her what the hell she should or shouldn't be doing. That's facts. You hold no weight. Like she did him wrong. She embarrassed that man. That man should be embarrassed that he's sitting at home being a babysitter. That should be embarrassing. To me, that's embarrassing. He should be embarrassed. That should be a crime. Because why else would that be? Why would that be the case? Oh yeah, I'm getting ready for the Lakers game. You know that. I was watching Wemby get it. But why is that the case? Hmm. Well, situations go left fast. When you feel it's a good idea to do something that's despicable by a lot of people's expectations or estimations, rather. Like a lot of people make fun of people in their situations or what they might be going through. It's a lot of craziness going on in the world. It is. It doesn't even make sense how things are aligning, how things are going. I know an insecure man. The type of men that beat women. Same thing the mother said. He's a man child. That's right, Jose. Jag Sports Talk with Jose Rodriguez. Don't forget to subscribe to his page. So I guess he moved over. So you moved over to the Jacksonville Jaguars now? You didn't say forget the Seahawks. It's Jag Sports Talk with Jose Rodriguez. Jose, get rid of you quick, boy. He ain't got rid of them Rams. He ain't got rid of everybody. Jose say, I'm out. It's Jag Sports Talk. Salute, Jeff. Oh yeah, yeah. So he didn't even deny the allegations when the mom was saying it because he knew it was true. He know he was abusive, and he is an abusive man. His brother know his brother's abusive, but he's still gonna be his brother and take up for him. So, yeah, I might go live after the Lakers game. That's what I was planning on doing. I want to do this video first because I was talking with my moms, so I ain't do it earlier. Then one of these videos that I had on Patreon just popped up live for some reason. I'm like, what they do that for? So that popped up live. So that happened. There's a lot of interest in people who make the realization that they need to do certain things and they really don't. So the mom said that she said Usher was gay, and that was not true. It was false. She was only saying that to make the boyfriend stop abusing her daughter, to get him to slow down. Yeah, the Lakers are playing Portland, so it is what it is. So, well, many people don't see it the way others do. They come in with a jaded perspective on what is happening. And when you have a jaded perspective on what's happening, you're put in a box. You're put in a subject or situation where you're subjected to a lot that's going on. And because of it, you got a lot of people who are not taking things seriously. They're not moving with the type of energy they need to. Kiki, I think for her, the next step, oh, this is just the beginning because they're getting ready to have a big custody battle over the child. You see, that's what she's not telling everybody. See, she's only speaking in court. That's why you didn't see all of the big fallout from everything that they were doing because in court is where it all matters. That's where she wanted all the info to count. You see, he's using this as an excuse for control. Definitely, because he knows in his mind what he's doing. Now, why would they say anything other than? This thing was 4 months ago, dog. Then he had to settle the Usher. I mean, he had to settle a dispute. Uh, with what went down. Hmm. But who remembers this about us?
I see all y'all in there loading up.
Are you wondering about dental implants?
No, we not.
Do you know how easy they are to afford?
Don't know about how easy they are to afford.
Usher Raymond. Of course, you guys have read the reports today that Usher Raymond has two more counts probably coming, and then one of them being a man, two other women, all saying that he got them. Anybody who got the disease is gonna blame Usher Raymond for everything. Now, I'm about to tell you some stories that could probably link a lot of stuff up, and they were pretty interesting to me. Now, at the time, we didn't think nothing of it, but now with this stuff all coming up, it kind of makes sense. you,
Now, this video is from
oh no,
2016.
I'm all good. I'm all blessed.
216.
But let's start. Now, I don't know about the dude situation, but let me just start with the story. So we're in Las Vegas. Usher just comes into town. He just flies in. We're going to a boxing fight. My boys that's up here, they rapping. They down there to try to sell. They trying to sell themselves to anybody they see. Man, I see Jay-Z, man. I'm gonna give Jay-Z my tape. I'm gonna give Jay-Z my tape, man. And then, I'm gonna see what they do, man. I'm gonna give them my tape and see if I can play it in front of them, man. I'll rap in front of them, man. I'm trying to get signed. So I'm like, okay, whatever. They got their goals. They trying to network. I ain't there to knock them what they finna do. That's them. I'm there to watch boxing. That's what I'm there to watch.
Yeah.
Usher just shows up. He's on the same floor as he's standing Carl with Carl King, Don King, all of them. They were standing in the same place. Now, Usher just came into town and he wasn't trying to really be seen. He was trying to go, and go into the bathroom because they got this kit where it's supposedly like they put it something in there. I don't know what it does actually, but the results of it is it's supposed to go in your butt and get like waste and all this stuff out your butt. And he was all willing for it. Like he does this all the time. He was like, "Oh yeah, man, it's like a cleanse. When you eat a lot of stuff that don't agree with you when you flying and stuff on the planes and all that. So that's how I keep my six pack." And I'm like, "Whoa!" It was like no big deal at the time. I'm like, "Wow." So anyway, my boys is like, "Man, Usher over there, man. Usher can sign me, man. He signed Justin Bieber. I'm on my way over there." I'm like, "Dog, don't come over here." He was like, "No, I gotta get over there." So they come over there, and I'm like, "Dog, they too energized for him." I'm like, "He's on low key stuff." So why don't we keep that, down? So anyway, after all of that, that was earlier in the day, and that was just a weird conversation anyway. But here it is later in the day. Fight's over. He's got to get ready to fly out. He's going to Atlanta. Oh, let me make this turn. Damn it! Hate these raggedy streets. So anyway, he's getting ready to get out of town. So before that, they ran into him, and then he was like, "Yo, man, here's my mixtape, man. I know you're trying to get out of town. You ain't trying to really, do nothing, man. But get it to Jay, get it to anybody, man. I don't know if you sign rappers, man, still, but man, we got some stuff, man. I can spit some bars for you right now. I could go, man. It's like all of us, me and my boys, man. He was like, all right, go ahead and spit something. Usher was real cool. You know what I'm saying? Out of everybody, Usher was the coolest dude ever. Let's admit that. Usher is the coolest dude ever. He sat there. He was like, go ahead, man. Go ahead and spit your thing. Go on, spit what you gonna spit. So they went ahead and spit their verses for Usher, did their thing, and true enough, and sure enough, as soon as they was done, he was like, what's y'all group name? He was like, man, you know what? We really ain't got one. You know what I'm saying? We rap together, but that's what I'm saying, man. We ain't came up with no name or nothing. We just could spit. He was like, y'all should be like the Tasty Killers. The Tasty Killers. That was his suggestion. The Tasty Killers. What the hell is a tasty killer? We laughed about that all day. I never put my finger on it. I was like, I don't think Usher has ever signed a rapper before. Because I'm like, what the hell is a tasty killer? I said that y'all should check, y'all group name should be like the Tasty Killers. I'm like, the Tasty Killers.
Oh my God. So as you see, that video is about 7 years old. Now, that was 7 years ago. So for anybody who hears anything about him being bi or anything like that, it's no surprise. Shouldn't be no surprise. The man lived with Diddy. That's how he got started. It's like when they said this about Tevin Campbell, and I'm like, come on, we all know about Tevin Campbell. It's no surprise. Exactly. There was no surprise to any of this. So when it was all laid out, everybody's like, well, there's no surprise here. We all know what the deal is. So he was being sued at that time by 2 women and a man that claimed he gave them that. The gift that kept on giving. Yeah. So he had to settle out of court with some women, and then he said these other people were lying. So yeah, so I mean, when somebody come up with a name like Tasty Killers, I'm like, hey man. The Tasty Killers. Unbelievable, man. I just couldn't believe it myself. Now, getting back to them. Keke Palmer has the kid, and she has a temporary restraining order against Darius. So Darius is not allowed to be around her or her son. So he's like, I want to see my son. Where my son at? He my son. And they was like, well, that's the dad. You know, he got rights and all this. But dude, what do you do for a living? Is going to come into play here. This is a Hollywood actress. Okay, she's an artist. She's in the business. She's in the industry. Are you believing that you are, as a black man who's been accused of verbally and physically abusing this woman who has no ties in this business, think you got a shot? If you do, then God bless you. And good luck with that. So I'm gonna get out of here, watch the game. Yeah, this thing is just getting started. It's gonna get good now. So after the game, we should go live again and do a breakdown of this Laker game. So let me pay attention and start focusing here. All right. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Thank y'all for coming out. Thanks KB for supporting Kwame Brown Bust Life. Don't forget to subscribe to him 2.0. Don't forget to subscribe to Jose's page. Welcome to HDI TV, Mondo Black TV, Damn D, The Dreamers Pro, and I'm out.